morning children. How are you? I hope all of you are fine. Okay, welcome back to our online classes. AP SAMAGRA SIKSHA VIZIANAGARAM district. You already know about me, but let me introduce myself once again. I am M.Sandhya Rani, working as a maths teacher in KGBV Gurla, VIZIANAGARAM district. Okay.
Start.
Today our class is 8th class 5th chapter, comparing quantities using proportion. Comparing quantities using proportion. Before going to the class, we just recall about ratio and percentages. In previous class, you already learned about ratio. What is the ratio? Just in a class, in an 8th class, there are 40 students. Total students are 40. In that class, boys are 24 and girls are 16. In a class 40 students, there are 24 boys and 16 girls. Okay, what is the ratio of boys to girls? What is the ratio of boys to girls? Now we have to find the ratio of boys to girls. Boys is to girls is equals to 24 is to 16. Because boys are 24 and the girls are 16. So we have to find the ratio of boys to girls. 24 is to 16. So if we simplify that, 4 table. For 6 are 24, for 4 are 16. That is 16 is to 4. Again we have to simplify. 2 3 are 6 and 2 2 are 4. So the simplest ratio of the boys to girls is 3 is to 2. In a class, the ratio of boys and girls is 3 is to 2. Okay. The inverse ratio of girls, the inverse ratio of this ratio is the inverse ratio of the inverse ratio of 3 is to 2 is we have to reciprocal the ratio. That means 2 is to 3. Okay. This ratio is 2 is to 3. Inverse ratio of 3 is to 2 is 2 is to 3. So, the inverse ratio of 3 is to 2 is 2 is to 3. That means the ratio of girls to boys. The ratio of girls to boys is 2 is to 3. Okay. If we denote the ratio is the ratio of the terms A and B is equals to A and B is equals to A is to B. The ratio of the two terms A and B is equals to A is to B. In this ratio, the first term A is called antecedent. Antecedent. In the ratio A is to B, the first term A is called antecedent. And the second term B is called consequent. And the second term B is called consequent. Okay, children? Okay. So, now we have to know the compound ratio. Okay. We already know ratio is an ordered comparison of two quantities. Ratio is an ordered comparison of two quantities. Compound ratio means sometimes we have to write the two ratios in single ratio. Sometimes we need to write two single ratios in single ratio. How can we write? Suppose Ramaya, like as an example, Ramaya and Gopal. Ramaya and Gopal are two friends. They started a business with investments 2,000 and 3,000. Ramaya and Gopal started a business with investments 2,000 and 3,000. Means Ramaya invested amount 2,000 rupees and Gopal invested the amount 3,000 rupees. Okay. For 1 year. They invested their amounts in the business for 1 year. That means the time period is same, but the investments are different. Okay. So at the end of the year, they got some profit. At the end of the year, they got some profit. How can they divide that profit? That means they divide their the ratio of shares. Ramaya and Gopal. I already told you, ratio means ordered comparison of two quantities. Means first we know the Ramaya. That's why we have to take the amount of Ramaya. Okay. So rupees 2000 is to rupees 3000. So if we simplify these two ratios, we get 2 is to 3. We get 2 is to 3. So Ramaya and Gopalam divide their annual profit in the ratio of 2 is to 3. This is the first case. This is the first case. Okay. In the second example, second case. If Ramaya and Gopalam invested the amount, same amount, Ramaya and Gopalam. Ramaya and Gopalam invested the same amount, rupees 5,000. 5,000. They invested the amount in the business, same amount, 5,000. But the time period is different. Ramaya invested 9 months. Ramaya invested 9 months. And Gopalam invested 12 months. In this case, how can they divide their annual profit? After 1 year, they got some profit. After 1 year, their profit, how can they divide? They divide in their time period, ratio of time period, because the amounts are same. Because the amounts are same. Okay, children? Ramaya and Gopalam invested the same period, same amount, but the time period is different. In this case, they have to divide their annual profit in the ratio of their time period. Okay, so ratio of time period. Time period is equals to, because we need to find the ratio of time period because their investments are same. That's why we have to find the time period. So the ratio of time period means first we have to write the time period of Ramaya because he is the first person. We already know ratio means ordered comparison. That's why we have to take the time period of Ramaya. So 9 months is to 12 months. Okay, 9 months is to 12 months. That means 9 is to 12. If we simplify this, 3 3s are 3 4s are 3 is to 4. So Ramaya and Gopalam, okay, divide their annual profit in the ratio of 3 is to 4. Okay, children, that means the two persons are invested the same period, same amount, but the time period is different. Then they have to divide their annual profit in the ratio of time period. Okay, are you understand these two cases? Now, next is the third case. Case 3. Here, Ramaya invested 2,000 rupees. Rupees 2,000 for 9 months. For 9 months. And Gopalam invested rupees 3,000 for 12 months. For 12 months. Okay. Here Ramaya invested rupees 2,000 for 9 months. And Gopalam invested 3,000 rupees for 12 months. Here the amounts are different and also the time period is also different. In this case, how can we find, how can they divide their annual profit? They can divide their annual profit in these two ratios. In this case, we have to write these two ratios in a single ratio. That means the ratio of 2,000 is to 3,000 is 2 is to 3. And the ratio of 9 months and 12 months is 3 is to 4. Now, they have to divide the annual profit Here we have to write two ratios in single ratio. This is known as compound ratio. Okay, children. Now compound ratio. Compound ratio of two single ratios A is to B and C is to D. These two are simple ratios. We have to write these two simple ratios in a single ratio. That is called a compound ratio. Okay. So the compound ratio of A is to B and C is to D is equals to A is to B. It is known as C is to D. A is to B is as C is to D. That means A by B into C by D. A by B, A is to B means A by B into C by D. So is equals to AC, A into C, AC by B into D, BD is equals to AC is to BD. AC is to BD. Okay, compound ratio of A is to B and C is to D is equals to A is to B is as, it can be read as A is to B is as C is to D. Okay, A is to B means A by B into C by D. So A into C, AC by BD. So this one is, this can be written as AC is to BD. So the compound ratio of A is to B and C is to D is equals to product of antecedents to product of consequence. Okay, children. So the compound ratio of A is to B and C is to D is product of antecedents to product of consequence. I already told you. In the ratio, the first term is called antecedent and the second term is called consequence. The product of antecedents. Here the antecedent is A and here is C. So the product of these two is AC. Okay, and the product of consequence. In this ratio, the consequence is B and here is D. The product of these two is BD. Okay, children. So the compound ratio is product of antecedents to product of consequence. Okay. Now we have to write one example. Look at one example. Find the compound ratio of 3:4 and 2:3. Find the compound ratio of 3:4 and 2:3. Okay, solution. Here the two simple ratios are 3:4 and 2:3. We need to find compound ratio of these two ratios. That means we have to express these two single ratios in one single ratio. Okay, so compound ratio of A is to B and C is to D is equals to AC is to BD. AC is to BD. That means is equals to product of antecedents to product of consequence. Okay, antecedents means first terms, consequence means second terms. Okay, now we have to find the compound ratio of these two simple ratios. So therefore compound ratio of 3:4 and 2:3 is equals to, here the antecedents are 3 and 2. Here the antecedents are 3 and 2 because these are the first terms. Consequence are 4 and 3 because these are the second terms. Okay, so compound ratio means product of antecedents to product of consequence. So here the first term 3 into 2 is to 4 into 3 equals to 3 2 is 6 is to 4 3 is 12. Okay. again I will explain. Compound ratio of 3:4 and 2:3. We need to find the compound ratio of these two simple ratios. Okay, compound ratio of A:B and C:D is equals to AC:BD. That means product of antecedents to product of consequence. So now we have to find the compound ratio of these two ratios. So compound ratio of 3:4 and 2:3 is equal to product of antecedents. Here the antecedents are 3 and 2. So product means multiplication. Product means multiplication. So 3 into 2 is to product of consequence. 4 into 3. Okay. 3 2 is 6 is 2. 4 3 is 12. If we simplify this ratio, we get 1:2. So the compound ratio of these two ratios is 1:2. Okay, children. Now we have to simplify the problem in exercise 5.1. This is the second problem. Okay. In the previous classes I already told you. You have to read the problem very carefully. Then only you can understand. Then you can solve the problem easily. Okay. You have to read the problem very carefully. So now we have to read the problem. If the compound ratio of 5:8 and 3:7 is 45:x. Okay. The compound ratio of 5:8 and 3:7 is 45:x. Then find the value of x. Okay. Here he already given the compound ratio of the two simple ratios. In this problem, we need to find the value of the variable x. Okay. Solution. Compound ratio means product of antecedents to product of consequence. We already know, but again we have to write. Compound ratio of A:B and C:D is equals to AC:BD. That means product of antecedents to product of consequence. Here he given the compound ratio. So the compound ratio of 5:8 and 3:7 is equals to 45:x. Here the two simple ratios are 5:8 and 3:7. The compound ratio of these two ratios is 45:x is given. Now we have to find the value of x. Okay. First we have to write the compound ratio of these two ratios. That means product of antecedents means 5 and 3. Product of consequence means 8 and 7. So 5 into 3 is to 8 into 7 is equals to 45:x. The compound ratio, this is the compound ratio and this one is also compound ratio. That's why these two ratios are equal. Okay. So 5 3s are 15 is to 8 7s are 56 is equals to 45:x. Okay. Look at the children. These two ratios are equal. If the two ratios are equal, then the first term of these two ratios must be equal. The second term of these two ratios must be equal. But here the first term of this ratio is 15 and here is 45. These two are not equal. But these two ratios are equal. Now what we have to do? That means we have to equalize the first terms. We have to equalize the first terms. Then these two ratios are equal. That means if you have to equal 15 to 45. How can we equal? The 15 if multiplied by 3, it will be equal to 45. Okay. So if you want to multiply any term in the ratio, you have to multiply the total ratio compulsory. Okay. So 15 into 3 is to Okay children, once again I repeat. Okay, the compound ratio of 5:8 and 3:7 is 45:x. He already given the compound ratio. We need to find the value of x. Okay, the compound ratio solution. The compound ratio of A to B and C to D is equals to AC is to BD. That means product of antecedents to product of consequence. Antecedents means first terms. Product of first terms. Consequence means second terms. Okay, the compound ratio of 5:8 and 3:7 is equals to 45:x. Given. He already given in the problem. So now we have to write the compound ratio. Product of antecedents means 5 and 3. 5 into 3 is to 8 and 7. 8 into 7 is equals to 45:x. 5 3s are 50 is to 8 7 are 56 equals to 45:x. These are the compound ratio of these two simple ratios. But here the first terms are not equal. If the two ratios are equal, mostly the first terms will be equal and the second terms must be equal. But in this ratio, the first terms are not equal. But these two ratios are equal. So we have to equalize the first terms. So we have to equalize the first terms. If you equalize the first terms, similarly the second terms are also equal. So that's why you have to multiply this ratio by 3. Then we equalize this ratio. So 15 into 3 is to 56 into 3 equal to 45:x. 15 3 is 45 is to 56 3 is 168 equal to 45:x. Here the first terms are equal. Similarly the second terms are also equal. So the value of x is equals to 168. Okay children. Percentage. Next topic is percentage. We already learned in the previous class about percentage. Just to recall. Okay. Percentage means a number compared to 100. A number compares to 100. Percent. Percent means per every 100. Per every 100. A number compared to a number compares to 100. Percent means per every 100. A small example. In 8th class, voting was conducted for a class member. In 8th class, voting was conducted for a class member. There are 40 students. In the class, how many students are there? 40 students. 2 students were participated. One is Lakshmi. And the second one is Sudha. And one is Lakshmi and the second one is Sudha. These 2 students are participated for class member. Okay, 40 students in a class. 40 students. Lakshmi got votes 24 votes. Lakshmi got 24 votes and Sudha got 16 votes out of 40 students. Okay, Lakshmi got 24 votes and Sudha got 16 votes. So Lakshmi was elected as a class member. Okay, now we have to find what percentage of votes got Lakshmi. What percentage of votes got Lakshmi and what percentage of votes got Sudha in these elections. Okay, we have to find the percentage. How can you find percentage for Lakshmi? Lakshmi got 24 votes out of 40 students. So you have to find the percentage for 24 students out of 40 students. Okay, that means the percentage of Lakshmi is 24 by 40. Total students 40 to 100%. Okay, so now you have to simplify this. 0, 0. 0, 0 cancel means tens. 10 fours are 10 tens are. Okay children? Okay, in the previous class I told 0. If we cancel zeros, we have to cancel these two numbers with 10. Okay, so 0, 0. Next, 4 ones, 4 6s are 24. Okay, is equals to 6 tens are 60%. So Lakshmi got how many percent of votes? 60%. Now coming to Sudha. She got 60 votes out of 40 votes. So we have to find 16 by 40 into 100%. Okay. In the same way, we have to simplify 0, 0. 4 ones, 4 fours are 16. 4 tens are equals to 40%. Okay. So that got 40% votes. Lakshmi got 60% votes. That's why she elected as a class leader, first leader, and she is the second one. Okay. So the total of these two are 100. The total always must be equal to 100%. First we have to find the percentage of votes. Lakshmi is 60%. Then Sudha, we need not to find like this. We have to find Sudha total percentage is 100 minus Lakshmi got 60%. So Sudha got 100 minus 60, 40%. This is the answer. Okay, we can find the second person votes like this also. Okay, are you understand? Okay, now finding increase or decrease percent. Finding increase or decrease percent. Okay, we can explain this with an example. The example: a sales manager asked his team to increase the sales by 35% over previous month's sales, which was rupees 98,700. What is target sales? Okay, again, a sales manager asked his team to increase the sales by 35% over previous month's sales, which was rupees 98,700. What is target sales? Okay, we have to, already I told you have to read the problem very carefully. Okay, here a sales manager asked his team to increase his sales by 35% over the previous month's sales. Okay, in the previous month their sales was rupees 98,700. He wants to increase this amount by 35%. Okay, so what is target sales? Okay, first we have to write previous month sales. Previous month sales is equals to rupees 98,700. Previous month sales is rupees 98,700. He wants to increase how much? 35%. So first we have to 35% of rupees 98,700. Okay, so 35%. He wants to increase their sales by 35% of previous month. So first we have to need 35% of rupees 98,700 is equals to rupees 98,700 into 35% means 35 by 100. 35 by 100. Okay, so you have to cancel these two. Okay, equals to, so you have to multiply rupees 987 into 35. Okay, here we can multiply 987 into 35. First you have to multiply with 5. 5 7 ja 35. 5 3. 5 8 ja 40. 40 plus 3 43. 4. 5 9 ja 45 plus 4. 49. Okay, 3 7 ja 21. 1 2. 3 7 ja 21. 1 2. 3 8 ja 24. 24 plus 2, 26. 2. 3 nines are 27. 27 plus 2, 29. So 5, 1, 4, 15, 14, 3. So the answer is 34,000 rupees. 34,545. He wants to increase his sales 34,545 extra to the previous month. So his target sale. Therefore, his target sales equals to previous month sales rupees 98,700 plus. So he wants to increase of the sale is 34,545 is equals to rupees. We can add these two terms. 5 plus 0, 5. 4 plus 0, 4. 5 plus 7, 12. 2, 1. 8 plus 4, 12 plus 1, 13. 1. 1 plus 9, 10. 10 plus 3, 13. 1. So his target sale for this month is 1,33,245. Okay children, once again I repeat. A sales manager asked his team to increase their sales by 35% over previous month sales. What is his target sales? Okay, first we have to write the previous month sales is rupees 98,700. He wants to increase their sales by 35% than previous month. So first we have to find the 35% of previous month sales. That means 35% of 98,700 is equals to 98,700 into 35% means 35 by 100. Okay, if we simplify this, we can get rupees 98,700 into 35. We can get the amount is 34,545. He wants to increase 34,545 rupees than the previous month. So his target sale is previous month sale plus increase sale. So the total is 1,33,245 rupees. This is his target sale for this month. Okay children. The second example. The original price of shoes is, okay, once again, this is the example for increase in percent. This is the example for decrease in the percent. How can we find the decrease, percentage of decrease? Okay, now this example. The original price of shoes is rupees 550. The original cost of shoes is 550. They are for sale with a reduction of 10%. They are for sale with the reduction of 10%. Reduction means he decreases the cost price by 10%. What is the new sale price of the shoes? Okay children, I already told you, you have to read the problem very carefully. You have to understand the words, then only you can solve. Okay, reduction of 10%. That means the shopkeeper wants to give decrease. He wants to decrease the cost price by 10%. So what is the new sale price of the shoes? Okay, now we have to find the reduction 10%. Then we have to find the new sale price of shoes. Okay, first we have to write the original price of shoes. The original price of shoes. The original price of shoes is equals to rupees 550. The original price of shoes is rupees 550. The shopkeeper wants to give reduction of 10% on the cost price. Okay, this price is called cost price, market price, list price. We have to find the reduction or decrease in the cost price. Okay, the shopkeeper gives is equals to rupees 550 into 10% means 10 by 100. You have to find the decrease or increase in the cost price only. Okay? So the cost price is total first market price is 550 into reduction 10% means 10 by 100. Now we have to simplify. 10 ones are 10 tens are 10 ones are 1055. So reduction is rupees 55. So the shopkeeper decreases 55 rupees for the shoes. Okay. So therefore the new sale price of shoes is equals to original price minus reduction. Original price minus reduction is equals to original price 550 minus reduction rupees 550 rupees 55 is equals to, if we subtract 55 from 540 we get rupees 495. So the shopkeeper gives the shoes for rupees 495. We have to pay the amount rupees 495. Okay, once again I repeat. The original price of shoes is rupees 550. They are for sale with a reduction of 10%. What is the new sale price of the shoes? Okay, first we have to find the reduction. Then we get the new sale price. Okay, reduction means decrease. We have to find reduction. Then we have to subtract the original price. Then we get the new sale price. So, okay, original price is 550. Reduction 10%. So, if we find the reduction from 550, we get rupees 55 rupees reduction. So, the shopkeeper decreases rupees 55 from original price. So, the new sale price is original price minus reduction. Original price rupees 550 minus reduction rupees 55. So, the new sale price is rupees 495. Okay, children? Okay. Now, this is the problem in exercise 5.1 exercise 12 problem. Okay. There were 2075 members enrolled in the club during the last year. During the last year, how many members are enrolled? 2075. Okay. This year, enrollment is decreased by 4%. This year, the enrollment decreased by 4% of the previous year. Okay. Now, first, find the decrease in enrollment. That is the first one. Second one, how many members enrolled during this year? So, we have to find these two problems. Okay. Solution. First, you have to read the problem carefully. 2075 members enrolled in the club during the last year. Last year, there are 2075 members enrolled. This year, the number is decreased by 4%. Okay. We have to find decreased enrollment and how many members enrolled during this year. Okay. First, we have to find the decrease. The total numbers, the members enrolled in the club during last year. Is equals to how many members? 2075. Okay, this year the enrollment is decreased by 4%. The enrollment is decreased by 4%. First, we have to find the decrease in enrollment. Now, this year the enrollment is during decrease. First problem, we have to find the decrease enrollment. Decrease in enrollment is equals to previous year enrollment members is 2075. In this we have to decrease 4%, means 4 by 100. 4 by 100. 4% means 4 by 100. Now we have to simplify this. Okay. 4 ones, 4 20s. Okay. Now we will have to cancel these two terms. 5 4s are 20. 5 1s are 5. 5 5s are 25. 5 4s are 20. Okay. Again you have to cancel with 4. 4 1s are 4. And 4 25s are 100. Again we have to simplify these two terms. Okay. 5 5s are 25. 5 4s are 20. 5 1s are 5. Okay. 5 5s are 25. Again we have to simplify. 5 1s are 5 8s are 40. Okay. 5 3s are 15. So the answer is 83 ones are 83. So the decrease in enrollment for during this year is 83. Therefore, decrease is equals to 83 numbers. 83 numbers. And the second one, B. How many members enrolled during this year? The members enrolled in the club during this year is equals to the members enrolled in the club during this year is equals to the members in the club last year. Last year the members in the club minus decreased members. Last year members minus decreased members. Decreased members is equals to last year numbers 2075 minus decreased members 83 is equals to, now we have to subtract 5 minus 3 2, 17 minus 8, 17 minus 8 means 9. So this one is 19. You have to borrow 1, 10. You have to borrow from here 17. 17 minus 8 is equals to 9. Okay. Again here you get 19. So this year enrolled numbers is 1992. Okay. Once again I will explain. The members enrolled in the club during last year is 2075. Decrease percent is 4%. So decrease enrollment is 2075 into 4 by 100. If we simplify this fraction, we get decreased members is 83. This year 83 members are decreased from during the last year. So this year enrollment is last year members minus decreased numbers. 2075 minus 83. We get 1992 members. In this year, the members are enrolled. Okay. Okay. Next topic is discount. Okay. Discount means if we went to a shop, to buy some articles in the big shops and shopping malls, we see the price tags to the articles. Those are the market price. They are already called as market price, catalog price. Okay, list price. In this, he gives some discount. Okay. Then he gives discount. Then we buy that article. Suppose first we have to explain this discount for example. Okay. A cycle is marked at rupees 3,600. A cycle is marked at rupees 3,600 and sold for 3,000 rupees 312. 3,312. What is the discount and discount percentage? Here we need to find discount and discount percentage. Okay. Market price is 3,600. He sold it rupees 3,312. That means he decreases some amount from the market price. That is called the discount. And we have to find also discount percentage. Okay. Market price of a cycle. Market price of a cycle is equals to rupees 3,600. Market price of a cycle is 3,600. Selling price, sold price of a cycle. Sold price of a cycle is rupees 3,312. 3,312. So discount is equals to, we get discount if we subtract sold price from market price, then we can get the discount. So 3,600 is the market price and the sold price is 3,312. So if we subtract 3,312 from 3,600, so 8, if we borrow 9 minus 1, 8, 6, 5 minus 3, 2. So the discount amount is rupees 288. Okay, the discount amount is 288. Now again we have to find the percentage of discount. You have to find the percentage of discount from on only market price, because the discount is given on market price only. That's why you have to find the percentage, discount percentage on the market price only. Okay. Discount percent. Discount percent is equals to market price by, discount. Discount by market price. Market price into 100%. This is the formula. Okay, is equals to discount is 288 by market price 3 rupees 3,600 into 100% rupees. Okay. Now we have to simplify this. 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. 6 6 are 36. 6 4 are 24. 4 8. 6 8 are 48. Okay. Again 6 1 are 6 8 are 48. So the answer is 8%. Therefore, the discount percentage is equals to 8%. Okay, children. Once again, I repeat. Okay, a cycle is marked rupees 3,600. So the market price of a cycle is 3,600, and it is sold for rupees 3,312. What is the discount and discount percentage? We need to find discount and also percentage of discount. Okay, market price of a cycle is 3,600. Sold price of it is 3,312. So discount is, we have to subtract sold price from market price. Then we get discount rupees 288. Okay, now we have to find the discount percentage. We have to find the discount percentage. Discount percentage means discount by market price into 100%. We have to find the percentage on market price because it is given on the market price. That's why we have to find the discount percentage on market price. So discount 288 by market price 3,600 into 100%. If we simplify, we get 8%. So the discount percentage is 8%. Okay, children? Okay, children, are you understand? Okay. In this way, in our class, we have to we know ratio, compound ratio, okay, percentages, decrease and increase on the percent, and also discount. Okay, children. In this way you have to complete the exercise problems. These exercise problems are based on these topics. That's why you have to listen the class again and again. If this is the you have to listen very carefully. That's why I told you have to listen the class 2 or 3 times. Then you have to complete the exercise problems in this way. Okay, children? Okay. Bye, children.